Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This video is going to be an introduction to a short film that I've seen very recently, which is called 2 plus 2 equals 5. I wanted to discuss about this short film because of the topic that it touches. It talks about a very sensitive and relevant subject which is there in our society. The film goes through a lot of aspects and we can all come to very different conclusions after watching the film. This 7 minutes long Farsi short film goes through topics, discussions about which could go on and on and on. The film begins from a classroom full of boy students who are talking to each other and making noise. Suddenly, their teacher enters the classroom and the entire class goes silent and stands up. As the teacher approaches his table, students tries to sit down, but the teacher indicates them to stay in the standing position, and he looks at his watch. Then an announcement comes from the speaker present in the classroom and states that it's their headmaster who is speaking. He says that there is going to be some new changes coming and their teachers are going to advise them about that. After the announcement ends, the teacher walks towards the blackboard and writes 2 plus 2 equals 5. When the students murmur after seeing the statement, teacher silences them and tells them to repeat along with him. After 2-3 times of repetitions, one student raises his hand and asks 2 plus 2 is 4, but the teacher asks him not to question and tells not to think. After telling the student to sit, as the teacher continues to repeat the statement, another student stands up and firmly opposes. The teacher questions the students dare to question him and tells him to repeat it, but the student then faces others in the class and tells them that it's wrong. Teacher tries to silence him in anger, but when he doesn't, teacher goes out. When he leaves, other students tell the one who opposed to shut his mouth. The teacher then brings 3 toppers, all of them wearing a red band around their arm, and tells them to say what is 2 plus 2, and they reply that it's 5. Then the teacher asks the boy to come and solve the sum on the board. As he gives chalk to him, the 3 toppers the teacher brought points an imaginary gun towards the opposing student. When the teacher tells him to solve the sum, he at first hesitates, but then with a confidence completes the sum which says 2 plus 2 equals 4 and faces the others in the class. After that, the teacher gives a look at the toppers and with their imaginary gun, they fire real shots. The opposing students' blood splatters on the blackboard and the others are startled after watching what just happened. Then the teacher asks the 3 toppers to take that out, pointing to the dead body. He cleans the blackboard and the blood using the duster and again writes 2 plus 2 equals 5. He asks the students to write that in their notebooks and to repeat it. Now the students, without any murmur or question or doubt, repeats and writes on their notebooks that 2 plus 2 equals 5. But even at the end, we can see one student cutting 5 and instead write 4. So this was basically what happens in this short film. As I've said, we can derive to different conclusions after watching it because almost all the scenes depict something and tries to convey a message. It tries to convey messages which are relevant for nowadays society. But it is basically about how aggressive a monopolistic or mostly undemocratic authority works. Each and every scene from the film depicts the various stages of how such a system implements their ideologies. First they implement an idea, second some agrees with them out of respect or fear, and some questions them. Ones who ask questions to the authority are suppressed, fear is injected in them. Even after that, some stands up against them, with fear but confident that they are right. Such opposers are made example out of. Authority tortures them, scares them. Even after that, if they stand, they are executed so that their next opposers shall learn. After all that, when everyone is compelled, when their mouths are shut, there will still be people who believes in what is right. Their voice in the future will make noise. Such authorities' ideologies are based on baseless theories that they believe is true, or for their personal gain authorities implement onto the people, and the way they choose is fear. Because they think that fear is what keeps a person in control. Fear is what shuts their mouth. Fear is the only way they can attain dominance. So this was one of the assumptions that I came to. I'll share the link to this Bafta nominated short film in the description. Do check it out. It's a short one so you can quickly watch it. And that's all for today's video guys. Till the next one. Bye bye.